another client of mine recently, and when we started working together, he had this incredibly long form because he wanted to get all the information he could to get a quote to his company, to his people, right?
Yep.
And we actually set up tracking, and we could show him that although like 25% of people would get to the second page, almost nobody would get to the third page, let alone submit.
Mm-hmm.
And so we said, listen, you're just getting started. Why don't we just make a very super simple form, and then you can call them and ask them these questions.
Right.
Give you something to talk about rather than make them do the dirty work of do your job for you. And so we changed the form and made it very, very simple, which then he started getting more leads because it was a lot lower barrier to entry. Well,
Yeah.
then he got to the point, though, he's getting too many leads.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, wait, let's just pause for a moment. This is a good thing, right? Like too many people contacting you.
Yeah.
And once we established that was a good, successful thing,
Yeah.
then we started making the form a little more exclusive.
Yeah. Right.
Then we added things like, what's your budget? And we started the budget. The minimum budget started high. So immediately he would disqualify people who just had very low budgets. Great. You're disqualified. You don't work. Don't even bother to contact me. I don't deal with anybody this small. Okay, great. So the quality of his leads went up, but the volume went down, but it was worth it because now the leads were much better leads. Whereas in the first, because it was so complete, he couldn't get any leads.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
And so we opened the gates until he got too many, and then we dialed back, and now he's getting really quality leads that are really good businesses, even though the number isn't as great.
Yeah.
We'll take that all day long. I will take better leads over more leads any day, because more leads are really a time waster if they're not good leads.
Yeah.
But that's how we kind of optimized his form, because we didn't want to waste his time. We didn't want to waste the customer's time making them have to fill out a 6-page form, because no one was doing it. And so that's kind of that optimization of, conversion rate optimization kind of thing, where we want to have a conversion, but we want to maximize that. But we also want to maximize quality too. But sometimes quality affects quantity, and we can get such quality leads we never get any number of leads, and we might miss out on good leads because we're asking too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at that. That's I like that approach, to kind of, you can just mess with it a little bit, right? Like we can take down some barriers and then put up some pre-qualifiers as necessary.
Yeah, I'd recommend for every one of my new clients that we take off as much of the form as we can and collect the bare minimum information. Because we are at no place to start disqualifying leads when we're starting. And then when they complain that they're getting too many poor quality leads, that is the point at which we tweak the form. But remember, and this kind of goes back to where we started today, the key is getting focused on the leads. Because if we're talking about the quality leads, that's what I want to spend my time talking about. I don't want to spend my time talking about rank.
Yeah.
Right? I want to talk about how much money they're making from what we're doing, and making sure they're getting people calling them, people contacting them, and those people have money enough to pay them. That's the sweet spot. So,
right.
Yeah, it's all part of this.
Yep. Nailed it.